I think today the best thing that I can do in this video is to share with you exactly what's been going on with me on creating videos for this channel, because that will give you a deep insight into what confidence really looks like and what progress really looks like when you are in it right in the beginning. This is actually the third time that I'm sitting down this week to shoot this exact same video. I've tried this on Monday. I've even set up the camera just like this, got ready, sat in front of it, started talking. I started talking, but 3 to 4 minutes in, I'm like, this does not work. And I quit. I stopped it. I'm like, I'll try again tomorrow. And then Tuesday came. I did it once again. I got ready. I sat in front of the camera. I started talking. And then 3, 4 minutes in, I was just not feeling connected to what I really want to talk about. And so I stopped it again. Wednesday came, the same thing happened. And I realized that something I was doing was wrong, because this didn't happen with me for all the other videos that I've created so far since I started the channel. So then when I sat down, I realized that I had somehow worked on creating such unachievable benchmark for myself and the videos that I create suddenly out of nowhere, that anything that was not meeting that benchmark, that level of perfection, that level of creativity, and all the technical things, I was just not ready to let that be posted or created even. I need a video, right, in order to even create something and post. I was not even giving myself that space and that freedom to just sit down and create, because somehow I worked up this benchmark that it needs to look this way and it needs to feel this way, and this is the type of things that I want to talk about. This is how the video should look and this is how it should be made. That I sign myself up for failure, for delays, for procrastination, for feeling like I was not doing enough, feeling like I'm not making any progress, missing out on so many days in which I could have actually worked and created videos and posted on this channel, which is my dream. And I signed myself up for that failure. And I think that is the most important thing that I can share with you today. Whenever we are trying to get into something new, something that we've been dreaming about for a really, really long time, maybe it's a career, maybe it's a hobby, it's a profession, whatever it is, even creating a channel like this, posting on social media, maybe you want to be a content creator, that initial phase is going to be so hard. And that is the truth about it. That is why not everybody is able to do it, because to finish that, to get outside of that initial phase and get to the second step, that's the most difficult thing that you will ever do. And with respect to me, this channel, like, it's a very new channel, it's a baby channel. I'm right at the beginning of my journey. And for me to make that breakthrough, it can take a long time, it can take a short time. I have no idea when it's going to happen. But what is the only thing that I have under my control? The only thing that I can do is to ensure that I am creating my videos, I am showing up here, I'm building a relationship with you guys, I'm sharing about things that truly, really matter to me, and just keep making videos that are important to me. There are things that I want to share with the world. That is actually the only thing that I have under my control as the creator of this channel. Anything else that happens after the videos are posted, I have absolutely no control on. And that is exactly how it will be when you try doing something new. Any goals you have, any outcomes you have, when it is something that is absolutely new for you and you're starting from step zero, where you have absolutely nothing to back you up, it's going to be the most difficult thing that you're going to do in your life, because you've not made it, right? You've not made it. So there's not many people clapping for you. There's not many people coming and telling you how amazing you are. Wow, you're such an inspiration. Oh, wow, I love watching what you do. Or I love seeing this progress that you've made. I love that business that you've built. I'm such a fan. There's nobody there who's clapping for you when it's this stage that you're in. Literally no one. No one believes in you. No one trusts that you could do anything that's meaningful. No one trusts that you can amount to something that is amazing. It is only you and that small belief, and that maybe that small whisper in your brain that tells you that, hey, you can do this. You've been wanting to do this since a really long time. Just go ahead and do it. That's the only little whisper you have when you're at that level of the journey, which is like step zero. And when that happens, and every day in our world, we are just bombarded with so much of information and content and details about so many strangers' lives, that then we kind of lose perspective. And it's very easy to lose perspective. And I think that is exactly what has happened with me. Because when I started, I didn't keep any benchmarks on myself. I didn't keep any sort of, this is how it should be, this is how I should look, this is the things I should talk about, these are the things that I should mention, this is how I should look. I didn't even have any sort of these rules that I kept for myself when I started. And I created all those videos before this, and I was doing absolutely fine. I didn't care about anything. All I cared about was creating the videos, posting it, and then seeing what would happen. But suddenly, after the last video, I just took this long break, and then it kept getting longer and longer and longer than I thought it would. And then when I was trying to come back, I had all of these made up benchmarks and made up rules and technicalities that I thought that unless and until I don't meet all of those things for 100%, I will never post a video. And what ended up happening? I didn't post any video. I didn't make any progress towards this dream that I have. I didn't create any content that could be beneficial or helpful for you, which is actually my objective. I didn't allow myself to be creative. I didn't allow myself the freedom that I can freely allow myself, because there's nobody here who's telling me what to do. I did that to myself. And maybe you are doing that to yourself a lot. This is what confidence looks like. You know, when we think about confidence and when we think about figures that represent confidence for us, we think about the most magnanimous of personalities, right? Maybe they can be from the film industry or the business world or the pop culture world, whatever world that we're attracted to, that we aspire to be in. It could be the most magnanimous personalities from that industry that comes to our mind when we think about an example for self confidence. But we cannot compare or judge our step zero from their step 100, because that will never match. They had a step zero exactly like you and me. These personalities, Priyanka Chopra, Shah Rukh Khan, whoever it is, for me, these are the people that comes to my mind. Michael Jackson. These are the people that comes to my mind when I think about the epitome of self confidence. But you cannot compare your step zero with their step 100. It just will never make sense to you. They had a step zero. They had a time when nobody knew who they were. Nobody knew what they were setting out to do. Nobody understood the vision that they had for themselves. Nobody believed that they could amount to something. Nobody believed that they were talented. Nobody believed that they could actually leave such an impact and mark with their craft on the entire world. Nobody believed it. But what was the only thing that they kept doing? They kept pursuing what was important to them, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, failing in front of the world and also winning in front of the world, year after year, decade after decade. And that's how they became this symbol of confidence and charisma for us. And we are seeing that, which is their step 10 or step 100, and we are comparing our step zero with that. We are comparing that our step zero is supposed to look like this. How does that ever make any sense to you? If you want to do something, there is going to be a period in the beginning. It can be as long as it can be, as short as it can be, especially when you're trying to do something that's completely new, that's one of the biggest dreams of your life. There's going to be an initial period where you will have nobody clapping for you, no one to seek validation from, but just yourself and your belief and your vision of what you know this could be, what you know your dream could amount to, what you know your impact could be. And that is the only thing cheering you on. And that is the only thing you actually need to be cheering you on. You don't need 100 other people. So, whatever it is your dreams are, let yourself not be the one that is standing as a block from getting closer to that dream. All of us have so many circumstantial issues, or family issues, or financial issues, or whatever blocks or limitations that we think is what is limiting us. But from all the work that I've done in the last 5 years with about hundreds of women across the world, and all the work that I've done on myself and my own mindset, I know that more than any circumstantial situations, any family issues, any financial issues, any relationship issues, the most important thing that is standing between you and your dream and your goals and your outcomes is exactly just yourself. It is your limiting beliefs. It is your unreachable benchmarks. It is your roadblock. You are the roadblock that is standing in your way. Your mind, your thought process. What are you doing every single day? What are you prioritizing day after day after day? You are the one that is standing in your way, no matter what, no matter how much issues you have, that you tell me this is what I have, this is what happened, then this is what happened, then this is what happened, then this is what happened. It does not matter. At the end of the day, you are the one who's answerable to that dream you had. Nobody else knew what that is. Nobody else know what that is. Nobody else know what is this image and this picture you have when you think about your ideal dream life, when you think about your life when you've achieved all your goals. Nobody else knows what is that vision inside your mind. It's just you who have that clarity, and who have that thought process that this is where I want to get. So you are the one who's ultimately, you are the only one who's answerable to that dream. You are the only one who's responsible to making any sort of action plans or progress towards getting closer to it, at least. And let yourself not be the one who's standing in your way. You could have 100 problems, and all of the 100 problems are valid. All of that 100 roadblocks that is standing in your way is valid. Every single one of that is difficult. It's not easy to pursue something, pursue a dream every single day just because of the belief that you have in yourself. It is not an easy thing to do at all. And if you add all of these circumstantial, family, financial, and all of these issues on top of it, it just becomes 100 times more difficult. But outside of all of that, the most important thing that you need to do is not let yourself be one of those problems. Don't let yourself be one of those blocks that is standing in your way. That's one thing you have control on. No matter how hard you try, you can never have 100% control on the issues or the problems you're going to face in your life. It's never going to happen. That day is never going to come. What you can actually control is how you stand up and pursue these dreams that you have. That's the only thing that you have absolute control on. You need your self confidence not when you've achieved your goals. At that moment, when you're in all your glory, when you're in all your happiness and achievement and success and growth and whatever it is that you want to call it, when you are there, you don't need your self confidence. On your day 100, you don't need your self confidence. You need your self confidence when you are in your day 0, in your day 1, in your day 2, in your day 3, in your day 4. That is when you need your self confidence the most, not on your day 100 when it's the day of your glory. Because on that day, you don't actually need to have any confidence. You just gotta be yourself. You need your confidence when you're beginning, not when you're ending. Because that is the only thing that will keep you going, nothing else.